Welcome to Informed Tourist. This is Curtis, your traveling guru. They call this place the happiest country on earth. For 6 years running, I had to see it for myself. My flight from New York landed at Helsinki-Vantaa Airport on a crisp November morning. The air hit me first, clean, cold, and sharp. I walked through the terminal, a marvel of minimalist wood and glass design, but something was off. It was quiet, eerily quiet. No shouting, no loud announcements, just the soft hum of efficiency and the gentle shuffle of feet. The people moved with a calm, almost stoic grace. No one was smiling, at least not in the way I expected. I watched faces in the baggage claim, reserved, thoughtful. This wasn't the explosive high-fiving joy I'd imagined. This was something else entirely. It felt like I'd walked into a library, not the capital of happiness. Was this whole happiest country thing just a marketing gimmick? A well-played joke on the rest of the world? I grabbed my bag and headed for the exit, the silence following me like a shadow. The taxi driver greeted me with a simple hey and then nothing. Just the quiet hum of the engine as we drove into the city. The landscape outside the window was a blur of pine trees and granite rock, dusted with the first hints of winter snow. It was beautiful, but in a stark, serious way. I felt a strange mix of disappointment and intrigue. I came looking for a party, and instead I found a silent meditation. The Finns I saw weren't performing happiness for tourists. They were just living. And their version of living seemed to involve a lot less noise than mine. Where was the laughter? Where was the outward expression of all this supposed joy? It was a puzzle I was determined to solve. I had come here with a checklist of expectations, a Hollywood script for happiness. But Finland wasn't reading from my script. The city of Helsinki loomed ahead, a collection of stoic buildings under a gray sky. I had a feeling this trip was going to be less about finding what I was looking for, and more about discovering something I never knew existed. What does a happy city look like? Is it all bright colors and bustling squares? Helsinki answered with a resounding no. The city is a masterpiece of design, Art Nouveau, functionalism, and futuristic architecture, calm, clean, and organized. Trams glide by quietly. At the Kamppi Chapel, people sit in silence, cherishing peace in the city's heart. Even a simple smile at a bakery feels genuine. By the harbor, I realized, Helsinki isn't trying to entertain, it invites you to just be. Here, trust and quiet are foundations for happiness. To understand Finland, you have to experience the sauna. Yes, even if it means getting naked with strangers in a hot wooden box. The sauna is a necessity here, woven into daily life. There are over 3 million saunas for 5.5 million people. Inside, the heat is intense. The air thick with birch and smoke. In the sauna, everyone is equal. Just humans, side by side. Then comes the icy plunge. A shock, then exhilaration. The cycle of heat and cold resets your body and mind. Afterward, wrapped in towels, the world feels sharper, clearer. Sauna is more than heat, it's a ritual of renewal. Why do Finns seem so content when they spend so much time in the cold and dark? The answer isn't in the cities, it's in the trees. I left Helsinki behind and journeyed north into the vast Finnish wilderness. The landscape transformed into an endless expanse of snow-covered forests and frozen lakes. It was a world of white, black, and gray. The silence here was different from the city's quiet. It was a living silence, filled with the whisper of the wind in the pine branches and the crunch of my boots on the snow. I felt small, humbled by the sheer scale and power of the nature around me. I learned about every man's right, or it's a law, or rather a cultural understanding, that allows everyone to roam freely in nature, to forage for berries and mushrooms, and to camp almost anywhere, as long as you are respectful. Nature isn't a park you visit, it's a part of your home. It belongs to everyone and to no one. This deep personal connection to the natural world is fundamental to the Finnish identity. It's their church, their playground, and their therapist all rolled into one. When life gets tough, you don't go shopping, you go to the forest. I spent a day snowshoeing through a national park. My guide, a woman named Alina, pointed out animal tracks in the snow, a fox, a hare, a moose. She didn't talk much, but when she did, it was to share a piece of wisdom about the forest. She showed me how to read the landscape, how to find my way by the position of the sun. We stopped to build a small fire and cooked sausages over the open flames. We drank coffee brewed with melted snow. It was simple, basic, and one of the most satisfying meals I've ever had. The forest provides. It's a source of sustenance, both for the body and the soul. As the sun began to set, casting a pale pink glow on the snow, I understood. What is the one word that unlocks the Finnish soul? It's sisu, a word Finns say is untranslatable. It's not just a word, it's a national philosophy. Sisu is grit, courage when you think you have nothing left and you keep going. You see it in Finns calmly waiting for a bus, in a blizzard. In their history, persevering against the odds. It's a silent internal fortitude, the feeling after an ice-hole dip, accomplishment, overcoming your limits. Sisu is the quiet satisfaction of knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. What does happiness taste like? In Finland, it tastes like the earth, simple, honest, and deeply connected to the seasons. Finnish cuisine celebrates pure, high-quality ingredients. It's not about fancy sauces, but letting the ingredients speak for themselves. I tasted reindeer with lingonberries, creamy salmon soup, and hearty rye bread. Meals are prepared with care and gratitude, reflecting a deep connection to nature. Finnish food isn't meant to impress, but to nourish. Unpretentious, honest, and deeply satisfying. The joy is in the quality, a wild blueberry, a warm bowl of soup, a happiness that's real and sustainable. Is it possible to have a meaningful connection with someone without saying a word? In Finland I learned that silence isn't awkward, it's a form of communication. Back home, silence is a vacuum that needs to be filled. If there's a pause in conversation, we rush to fill it with small talk, with a joke, with anything to avoid the discomfort. Here, silence is a sign of respect. It means you are comfortable enough with someone that you don't need to perform for them. It means you are listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak. I notice this everywhere. On the bus, people sit in silence, looking out the window or reading a book. In cafes, friends can sit together for long stretches without talking, just enjoying each other's company. It's not that Finns are unfriendly, they are just economical with their words. When a Finn speaks, they mean it. There is no fluff, no sugarcoating. Their directness can be mistaken for rudeness by outsiders, but it's actually a form of honesty. They say what they mean, and they mean what they say. You always know where you stand. This appreciation for silence and personal space is built into the culture. There's a famous Finnish joke. How can you tell if a Finn is an extrovert? He looks at your shoes when he's talking to you instead of his own. It's funny because it's true. They value their personal bubble, and they respect yours. This creates a low-stress, social environment. You don't have to be on all the time. You can just be yourself. You don't have to worry about saying the wrong thing, because you don't have to say anything at all. This was a profound lesson for me. I realized how much energy I spend on social performance, on filling silences, on trying to be witty and engaging. In Finland, I learned to just be quiet, to listen to the world around me, and to my own thoughts. The silence wasn't empty. It was restorative. In Finland, happiness often whispers rather than shouts. It's found in the hush of a snowy morning, the gentle crackle of a fireplace, the stillness of a frozen lake. Here, silence isn't emptiness. It's a space for reflection, for gratitude, for simply being. In the quiet, you discover what truly matters. And in that gentle stillness, happiness grows, soft, steady, and real. Sometimes the greatest joy is found in the peace of silence, and the hope it quietly brings. Thank you for joining us on this quiet journey through Finland's unique happiness. Wherever you are in the world, may you find your own moments of peace and joy, no matter how small or silent they may seem. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for more journeys into the heart of happiness. Until then, take care and savor the silence. Thank you for watching Informed Tourist. Please like and subscribe. I plan on continuing to release a video every day, so subscribe and become a member of the Informed Tourist family. Now enjoy this next video. It was made just for you.